fight, do you view it as this is like a make or break fight where the winner has a shot to get another crack at the title, and the loser maybe is going to be headed out of the game?
Luis, que si tú ves esta pelea como una pelea que rompe o hace carrera, y si usted piensa que el que pierde la pelea ya tiene que retirarse.
Esto es una pelea sumamente importante para ambos.
Both.
Porque esto es como casi una pelea de título. Pero sí, pienso que sí. O sea.
Yeah, absolutely. He believes that the fight 1% is a make or break fight, Lance, and that the loser of the fight definitely is at the back of the pack, and for him, the back of the pack is no longer any good. So Ruiz might have a better shot if he loses, but for him, it's a very important fight, and losing is not an option.
Those are the words of Luis Ortiz and Herman Caicedo. Oh, I love how those guys put extra stuff, the extra funk in there, you know. As you heard Luis Ortiz say, he said this is a very big fight for both, okay? Very classic fight. Claro que sí. That's really all he said, okay? Now, as far as Herman, you know, I guess Herman put his 2 cents in, and I guess his 2 cents turned into $5 and some change, because it was a lot more than 2 cents. But, you know, it is true. Like, whoever wins, whoever loses, they got to go, you know. And if Luis Ortiz loses, it's sad to say, I don't think people would want to see him, because I think this would be his 3rd attempt to the title. He's had already 2 attempts. 1 in 18, 1 in 19, and now he's worked himself back. He beat Charles Martin, he beat Travis Kaufman, he beat Christian Hammer, he beat, who else did he beat? Alexander Flores, you know, the floating rib shot guy, right? So he did everything that he could do, okay? And I think at this point, at 43 years of age, this is the last of the Mohicans, unless he just keeps fighting. But let's see if he decides to retire. Let's see.
I know that you know, as you head into a fight like this, you can't even think about losing. But would it be fair to say that if you did lose this fight, you would probably retire, Luis? Are the stakes that high?
Que él sabe que obviamente preparando para la pelea, que ni se piensa de una derrota, pero que si por cualquier razón la situación es que usted pierde, que si es el retiramiento para usted.
A mí, por lo menos, por mi mente no ha pasado el retiro. Me siento en óptimas condiciones, me siento fuerte mentalmente, físicamente. Eso no cabe en mi mente.
Right now, that's not something that's even in his thought process. And that he feels younger and stronger than ever, physically and mentally. As far as what he's doing training-wise, he's been never training any better. He eats right, sleeps right, trains, you know, and maintains and lives the lifestyle. So he's a 43-year-old young. So retirement, you know, it's not even something that he's even considering. If he loses the fight, you know, it probably goes on. So your answer is there.
Okay.
So there you go. 2 different answers from 2 different people. Luis Ortiz said, yeah, I do feel physically strong, you know, mentally, physically, you know, he trains. And, you know, Herman, of course, filled in the rest. You know, I guess the rest for PR. He's good at doing it. You know, I'm not going to crack him on that. You know, and I guess he's saying what Luis Ortiz probably should say, but ain't saying, you know, a man of little words, few words. And I think that at the end of the day, Luis Ortiz is going to continue fighting. I'll say this, okay? Luis Ortiz is not going to retire, and it's going to be sad, because he's going to be one of those guys that may end up fighting too late. And when I mean too late, he might take too much punishment. The older he gets, the more his body gets more fragile, gets more vulnerable, gets slower. Testosterone decreases. You know, he got popped before. Okay, we have to add that. And when people start juicing, it might be because of an edge that they needed that they lost. Okay, so we have to take that in consideration. And I feel that when you're dealing with any type of athlete that's older, you have to take care of yourself. So it's good what Herman said. He's eating right. He's doing the proper things, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, I want to see his beard grow out. You know what I mean? I want to see what those hairs look like, you know. That really, a lot of times, that determines, you know, that age. You know, he's like one of those old guys that keeps it real clean because he doesn't want people to see those whites. You know what I mean? Bars. So I would want to see those definitely, you know, from Luis King Kong Ortiz. However, when we're looking at guys like Ortiz, you know, and then you got a young guy like Andy Ruiz, you know, it's one of those things. He's going to continue fighting because of his family. Okay, and his story is similar to Deontay Wilder's. They have a family member that needs medical attention. The medical attention costs money. The things that he's going to need, he's going to have to use with ease because this is all he knows. Okay, and I wish Luis Ortiz the best. He says he doesn't plan to retire. I suggest he would, but then again, I'm not in his shoes, so I can't judge him. But you guys tell me what you think of Luis Ortiz stating that he will not retire if he loses to Andy Ruiz. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.